Welcome to Rock DIY, or Do It You. If you do it, then it's all you.
This video is about replacing a switch on a stovetop, but it ultimately goes through the steps to get to the point where you actually have to replace the switch. And this video is specifically for Frigidaire model number FEF368GCE, but the steps, procedures will be very similar on any electric stove with a glass top, and also stoves with an exposed heating element on the oven top. Before doing anything, if you decide to do this on your own, make sure you disconnect your power source from the wall. To give a little background, we had a large, small combo heating element on the front left that would go to maximum heat no matter where you put the knob on the switch, but we didn't know whether it was the large heating element or both that were possibly damaged. In this case, it was decided to check the heating elements in this specific uh, spot on the stovetop. And so basically, you open the oven, remove the two screws that are directly under the front lip of the stovetop, and raise it up. Be careful with this because you may not have a rod that holds it up, so you might have to come up with another way to hold it in place. When you lift the top, there may not be enough wiring to allow you to lift it very far. So in our case, we opened the back panel, marked the wires of the same color with 1, 2, or 3 stripes on the wiring, took pictures, and then removed the wiring that allowed us to remove the entire stove top and flip it over to expose the bottom side of the glass top. Once you have the stove top removed and the bottom side facing up, there is a bar with two screws at each end that secure the front two heating elements to the glass top, and the same thing applies to the back two heating elements as well. Remove the screws, flip over the bar that holds the two metal plate looking uh, shields that house the heating elements. Look for breaks or burn spots in the heating elements. If you have these, then more than likely you need to replace the heating element. If there are none, then the heating elements are not the issue. Go back to reassembling it the same way that you disassembled it. If you check the heating element and it's not the heating element, then it's more than likely the switch. So to check the switch, you need to remove the top back panel, and if it's of the same type stove, then you'll have 6 screws that you need to remove. If you haven't already labeled like colored wires, then you should label them and then take pictures. After you've taken the pictures, remove the wires to the switch that go to the stovetop, that the element that has the issues. Remove the knob from the front to expose the two screws that are under the knob that hold the switch in place. Remove the switch from the back of the stove after you remove the two screws from the front. After you remove the switch, inspect the switch to ensure that there's no arcing, melted metal, or plastic. If the contacts are excessively arced at the bottom of the switch as well. It is normal to see a little bit of arcing at the bottom of the switch where the contacts are. If you see any of what I've already mentioned, then you need to replace or order a new switch. When you order your switch, if you order it online, it's always best to call them afterwards to verify that the switch is in fact the switch required for your specific stove. Once you get your new switch, you can reinstall it. And if you have issues trying to figure out how to reinstall it, refer to your pictures that you may have taken before starting this project.
This is the old original switch stove. You can see there's quite a bit of arcing in there. And if you take it apart, you can definitely see a lot of arcing inside of it. This is the new switch that we just got for our oven. I'm not going to take it apart, unlike the old one, because I want it to continue to work once I hook it back up. Thanks for watching the video. I truly appreciate it. I hope this video motivates you to take on future DIY projects. There's nothing more satisfying than completing a project on your own. Please like, comment, or subscribe. Thanks again.